Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Let's Play Spellforce Conquest of Eo, Weaver's Realms, the new Dream DLC. To shatter one dream right from the start, there is no new spellcaster class. There are new spell books, there is no new spellcaster class. With that being said, there are new campaigns. You can play the normal one, you can play the normal one at random, so you don't know where you start, and the map is rearranged, so it could be that the orcs are close to, I don't know, the dwarves, for example, something like that. So the map parts are randomized and glued together. There is short scenarios where you fight a threat. There is a short scenario where you can fight one other mage, and there is a medium campaign where you basically run around and strange things happen. With that being said, you cannot choose a new spellcaster class or archetype. You can still take the normal ones: Demology, Alchemy, and Necromancy, and Artifying. And then you can choose Books of Dreaming. That's the new one and looks a little bit different. All the books are as you know them, but there is the new Dream Weaving books. What they can do, I will show you. So, the new Books of Dreaming, here they are. You have Dream, which reveals a location. You can cast that and you can say what you see: random place, Seat of Power, All-Fire Node, Arcane Academy, depending on what you want. If there is no such location, it will do nothing. There is Inner Eye, which is good for ranged fighters. Please keep in mind that the mana cost here is reduced due to the new building, so it's actually a little bit more. I think it's 12 in the original one without the building, plus 2 missile range. Okay, and you can identify hidden garrisons. Night Terror, you can cast against the enemy. That is not so useful in my eyes, because that daily regeneration have any effect, they must be wounded. So you have to fight them before that. If you fought them before that and they're wounded, means you didn't win. So what's the point? The Asylum, 20% more proficiency, 20% more research. It's okay. Blink, you can blink enemies away. That is not for your forces. Well, it would work on your forces, but why would you do that? But you can put enemies off points that you cannot reach, for example, in the water, or you can put enemies out or off guard points that they guard. Ice weapons is, yeah, a little bit damage, -2 armor. Dreamweaver, there you wave a random dream. Please keep in mind this is a random dream. You cannot decide which one you want. Cloak of Shadows, that is a new mechanic. You can hide your units from the enemy so that they cannot see them and most likely not attack them. There is the Dream Council, which helps a little bit with, you know, getting along with the others. Sleepwalk, you can force the enemy to get away or to leave you alone. Nightmare is kind of a transportation device. Think of it as a bus. I'll show you. So let's say this little guy here has spent all his movement and we want to get him further, okay? So he's like there. Okay, stop, that didn't work because now he cannot move anymore. I need to do that with 1 movement point left. Otherwise it would not work. So we want this guy to get as close to the water as possible. He cannot get into the water. Let's say he couldn't. So we put this guy here. We put our bus here. Please keep in mind this thing has an upkeep and it has the carrying capacity of exactly 1 army. And then he can drive around. Please also keep in mind that he can cross any terrain whatsoever. Doesn't mean your army can do anything about that. So for example, if there is an enemy in the water and your army cannot water walk, they cannot attack the enemy. He cannot be spawned on any locations, and he cannot attack enemies, as far as I know. With that being said, there's the Master's Bedroom that you can build, 3 extensions, and you get more research from your All-Fire. That's it on that part. With that being said, let's look at the bedroom. Where is my bedroom? Here. the Master's Bedroom. You have a bedroom which, as we just mentioned, gives you 100% more proficiency in all fire flow. This will allow the enemy to, if he's in your domain, to weaken him, to make him sleepy. Problem is, I don't like things that work in my domain, because if the enemy is in my terrain, I already did something very, very, very wrong. Minus 20% spellcasting cost, that's amazing. You can hire phantom spiders, you get 2 random dreams, we'll come to that into a second, and you can look into enemies' garrisons. Okay, I guess. Are there any other new buildings? I do not think so. The others you know all from the previous games. That brings us to dreams. How do dreams work? Now, for example, let's take this guy here. That's an undead, but it works anyway. We activate this, it works like the demonics, the demonic, the demons possessing, you know, here are demons, you know that from the last DLC, but now they're new ones. See this? These are all dreams. Dreams works exactly like the demon stuff, so if you pull it out, the person that dreams dies, which I find really strange. We have this, if your unit stays in an inn. A lot of these things work if you stay somewhere. And it's not really for fighting. Some of them are, but most of them are different. +1 speed. You see the +1 willpower. You see that the effects are relatively minor. Damage, but you get them for a very, very small fee in terms of cost. So, for example, if you want to create one of the demons, that costs a lot of resources, especially the higher ones. These guys don't cost that much. +10 health, and you get them random. +5 research, if you are in a mage tower or apprentice lodge, but only then. This is a funny one. It helps with people that are enslaved, because it takes the enslavement away. So that is an idea. But it's random, so you have to cast a lot of times to get at least some of these. Now this is one that has to be upgraded. You can see that these have no number. These have a number, so they can be upgraded. If you've got the normal version, it does nothing. But if you win 30 battles, you get 1 additional melee slot and 1 armor slot. And that actually works on normal units. So you can make your orc riders able to equip weapons and armor, which can be really, really effective. Participate in 10 adventures and you get a tome slot. Whoa. Kill 1 wyvern, well, find 1, and you get a shield slot and elemental resistance 100. That's quite impressive if you know where to find your wyverns, that is. Without that, that is basically useless. Dreams of riches. 1 more gold. That's like the upgrade that you can get from leveling up. And it is kind of like one of the demons. And you can put that on one of your guys. And if you win 15 battles, everyone gets that ability. Now comes a really weird one. Looks like a scarecrow. What this does is you cannot move, but you get plus 20 research and plus 20 proficiency. And you have no upkeep cost. Only problem is you have to level up 100 times, which means you should take a unit, never level it up, and it's level 10. You put it into your home or somewhere where it has a job, like standing close to a city or something like that, where you use it to buy stuff or to look into the city if there's anything to buy. Then you level it up 10 times and you got this basically a research Alfire station, prophecy station. So this is relatively easy. Remember, the upkeep cost doesn't go away, but survive 15 days, which is a lot of mana, by the way. That's 75 mana before this thing even activates, and it keeps costing, by the way. The cost doesn't go away. All skills have no focus cost. That's super good for healers, and you get 10 Alfire away. So you can get a lot of Allfire if you play your cards right, but then you have to put all your, or most of your resources into mana production. Kill 10 undead units, but then it becomes basically unkillable as long as you win the fight. That's the same ability that paladins have, Undying, with the benefit that you still heal. Well, that's not bad, because most units that have this ability cannot heal normally. And then you have this, you have to move 200 tiles, which is about the same thing that the walk around demon has. Like this one here, 200% experience, and here you get +2 research and +2 proficiency. Yeah, you have to be kind of into that. With that being said, I can show you the new upgrades. There are some new level up options. Let's let this guy level up like crazy. This is all we know, Nothing new. Can we have some new, please? Maybe it's because he's undead. Not such a variety here. Okay, let's look around. I think I had some real good evildoers here. By the way, this is the buffed up version of the Orc Raiders. This is the Ravagers. They're not as fast in the beginning, and they don't have the anti-cavalry and that stuff, but they're still pretty powerful. I'm looking if I can get some extras here. Oh, I think the mace was new. Can we get the mace again, please? Here. Subdue. A lot of damage, and you can enslaved. So, not that bad, I hope. This little buggers here have a the goblins get a super good update. I hope I can get it for him. I couldn't. Oh, wait, maybe I can. Give me a second. Because what spellcasters now can gain is the ability to start with a lesser fire elemental companion in each fight. And that is amazing! Yeah, that is another one. It's not the one I was looking for, but you start with additional forces on the ground. Absolutely amazing. I personally would always go for this with healers because that is super good. Goblin healers, best healers if you ask me. Well, we can cast that on that guy as well. I don't think the dwarves have something new. Is the dwarf already completely leveled? He's a racist dwarf, by the way. Yeah, everyone as he likes, I say. Everyone as he likes. I'm not sure if everyone is aware of this little guy. That's a new unit. Well, not really that. But the point is, he has the special ability of bodyguards built in. So if you build him, he's here. The Mukamuk. He's got bodyguards right from the start. So when you get him, in the battle, you're actually getting 2 units, but only he's gaining experience, and the goblin is dispensable. A meat shield. He's got his own meat shield basically. That's what he has. Yeah, when you look at the Warg Riders, 10 speed, 7 willpower, 9 shield, 24 damage. Forester, which is super good in my eyes, anti cavalry. So they're okay. And then you look at the Ravengers. 13 armor, 9 willpower, 10 speed. Feared? Yay! That's super good if you work with people that use mind controlling stuff. Anti-cavalry and armored. So yeah, they're basically the beefed up version. With that being said, there is another new thing. There's some new quests, there's some new items. Not sure if I have any of the new items. The golden goose, I'm not sure if that is that new. Yeah, the dream catcher, for example. Every time you win a battle, you get a dream for free. Very, very nice. 20 spear, I'm not sure if that was new. There's nothing new here. Every ally gets violated domain, so you can basically become invisible for the enemy if you're into that. Yeah, some smaller new stuff. Not sure if anything of that is really that new. There are, however, you see, this is the hero, so the lady with the mission. We all know the guy that drops the atomic bombs, for example. We all know her. She gets an aristocrat. And then there is Philo that becomes a half demon guy. But there is new ones now. There is, for example, this guy. When you get them in the smaller campaigns, they're already fully booked out, so they don't have to do all their quests to get their special ability. This is an orc hero spellcaster. He can sacrifice population. Yeah, not a fan of that. He's got berserk, so if he gets damage, he starts doing more damage. Not that impressive in my eyes. Very good set on weapons, so he's a real fighter, but not really my taste. Then we have this fellas here, the lady on the, what is that called? Maulwurf in English. Doesn't say, right. Maul? Maul, I think it's called a maul. Yendris Axe. Song of Regeneration. I love that one. Pretty good. Take a sip. So she can make herself drunk if she wants. And she does good damage. Not that many hit points, but a good selection of items. Not the best, but okay. This is something you can absolutely work with. And then we have this guy here. Holy hell, look at him. I mean, for a troll, he doesn't even that much hit points, but still. Good selection. 50% death resistance, plus 2 armor. He regained bloodlust. So he's basically a murdering machine. And I'm pretty sure he can level up like crazy on the orcs, on the troll scale. So good upgrades here, I guess. Who else do we have? This little fella here. With heist, so if you get him close to an enemy building, he can rob stuff. He's hard to detect. He's got a ranged attack. But yeah, well. And he's greedy, so all in all, fearless. Not so proud of that. He has a good variety of items because he can basically equip 4 times whatever he wants. That's quite impressive. So that's basically the overview, what I find new. So a few more new items, a few new quests, good heroes. The spells are okay. I think you can work with that. A Necromancer Trainer combination I think would be quite okay. With that being said, I hope you like it. If you've got any questions about Weaver's Realms, just ask. I think we can find a solution for all questions or an answer for all questions. And yeah, if you've got anything else for me, just let me know. See you then. Bye.